Atiku ran. Atiku did not win. Atiku then took off to Dubai. He was in Dubai until the end of the Buhari presidency. So as he came back, we now told him that since the presidential pendulum in Nigeria swings between the north and the south, that we believe that the 8 years of the pendulum being in the south, in the north, means that the north has had their own choice. He said no, and in the ensuing argument, he gave 100 million to the PDP NWC that he's using that nomination form. When I went as part of an Ohanese delegation to the home of Mr. Ayocha Ayo in Maitama, Mr. Ayo told me that the money Atiku gave the party, the 100 million for form, the party is broke, and that's what the party is now using. There is no way we can do that. Anybody who wants us to cancel that has to replace that money. And there the party had its deadlock. Later on, we started hearing stories. Atiku said it was Wike, and that if it's not Wike, that he will allow the thing to be zoned to the southeast. So we didn't agree. And that was how I started my internal campaigns in the PDP. I was also able to speak to a friend of mine who I had to on the Abiola Hope 93. When he lived in Ilupeju, I lived in Ikeja. His name is Dr. Doyin Ukukwe. And we agreed that we have to do certain presidency, but we didn't have a candidate. So I looked at different people, and Mr. Pius Ayim couldn't gain traction. Mr. Huabunwa is not a member of the party, just came.
You mean Samu Huabunwa?
Yes, Mazi Huabunwa. He couldn't gain traction. So we were left with Peter Obi. When I first approached Peter Obi politely told me that he would not be able to challenge Atiku. He said Atiku was his principal. I wasn't happy, but I understood this is a principled gentleman who does not want to challenge his friend. And that was how we went back. But I got a lot of people appealing to me that I should not stop. I started visiting some elders in Abuja. I visited Chief SNO Keke Uchendo. I visited Okwadike Emeke Zife. And then I started visiting several places with several other people. I went with Barrister Godson Okoye to the home of Chief Chidolue Patnasonic Nabueni. And we started forming a network of people to try to now talk to Peter Obi.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we were able to beg Peter Obi to agree to run because we needed to have one of us on the ballot. So, and the time we now got that, we now took it public. And that was how the obedient movement was born.
Let's get straight to the...
Did you listen to that? This simply means that Peter Obi is not desperate to be the president of Nigeria, but he is desperate to see Nigeria work. It's different from Tinubu and Atiku, who is desperately in need of a president. They don't care how much they spend or whatever it costs them to be the president. This one, Peter Obi, is different. If it doesn't work out, he's not desperate. He doesn't have anything to lose. Nigerians have a lot to lose by not giving Peter Obi the chance to perform his magic. Put it that way. Now, what am I trying to say? You listen to this video. Now, Peter Obi did not just wake up one day to say, I want to be the president. He wants to contest. They went to look for him after looking for the whole region who is fit, capable, who is that qualifications, who is competent enough to be the president of this country, who can deliver, who can defeat these people. They were in search of that particular person until they found Peter Obi. Peter Obi told them that he was not interested. After a series of consultations, I beg, please help us. You are the only one whom we trust that can do this. Peter Obi said, well, no problem. For the trust you guys have in me, I am ready to do it. Do you know what that means? Now, before I go further, this is a president. This is a presidency, right? They were looking for somebody to be the candidate from the south at that time. The person they could is Peter Obi. Peter Obi did not wake up to say, I must be the president. It is his turn. People look for him before you and I get to know him. See him is public, right? Now, when Peter Obi was, before Peter Obi became the governor of Anambra State, remember, Oh, what this man name? Sorry, I forgot his name. This Afghan, is it Afghan? Man, he said the same thing, that they were in need of somebody to be the candidate of that Afghan at that time. So they went to meet different people, consultations. One man, they went to meet one man told them, he said, it is only you that I trust. Please help me look for 3 candidates. 3 candidates. Let's scrutinize 3 of them and see whom we are going to pick to be the candidate of Afghan at that time. And that time, Peter Obi was not even a politician. Peter Obi was relaxing, enjoying his business as a chairman of one of the banks where he served before. He was enjoying himself, or containers everywhere. He was enjoying himself as a private person. He was not into politics. So when this man, they sent him a message, said, please do me a favor, give me 3 names. According to, I'm quoting the man now, just that I forgot his name. I'm quoting what he said. He said, I give you, please give me 3 names of candidates you think we can work with that can be the candidate of this party. Let's scrutinize the 3 of them. At the end of the day, we find one out of them. So this man went to consult Peter Obi. After meeting with Peter Obi at the dining, inviting Peter Obi at the dining, blah, 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 they just have a discussion. Peter Obi don't even know what was happening. Then the man went back to this man who sent him a message to bring 3 names. This man wrote Peter Obi number 1, Peter Obi number 2, Peter Obi number 3. When he gave the man the names, the man was surprised and confused. They asked you to bring 3 names. You are giving me 3 names, but the same person. The man said, yes, don't worry. This is the only person that I trust, we trust, that can do this. He's number 1, he's number 2, he's number 3. So we found him. We don't need another person. That was how it was. Recommendation. It's not that Peter Obi was in politics after fighting this, fighting that, say I must be. He was doing his business. Do you understand? He never be a senator before he became a governor. Right? That's it. That was how they selected Peter Obi. He has to resign, hand over his businesses, hand over everything to whoever he needs to hand over to, and come to campaign, be the governor of Anambra State. When election was going on, when election was in Supreme Court at that time, he said when they called him to come, that you want this election, he was sitting in the Peter Obi. This night, Peter Obi said he was sitting having the meeting with board of directors, chairman. He was presiding over when they called him. After the meeting, he just called his wife, say container is on the way, please. All this one, I'm going back to Anambra State. Handed over everything. Say take care, container, everything. This is words of Peter Obi. Now, why am I saying this? This man repeat the same thing. You know, if you work in a company when things are bad, there is one person whom you always look out for, who is very good at solving issues, at solving problems. When things are bad, you are confused, you don't know what to do. Probably system is faulty, computer network, this, that, there's problem with this, there's problem with that. There's always one person in that company, expert, who knows majorly everything. You can rely on, you can trust that he is going to do, or he can do this thing. Is Peter Obi. You always look for him when things are bad. You always look for him in terms of solutions, solving issues. If you observe Peter Obi, is what he has been doing or what he has been saying, telling us, that is one person. In every organization, you must find that one person there. Now, I'll say this, for example, I was in Edo State, traveling to Lagos many years ago. I was to travel by bus, by road then. That was many years ago, before God said, don't the entire flight. That was the entire bus. I was in Edo State. I'm not going to mention the name of, I'm not doing a VAT for them. I'm not going to mention the name of this transporter. I was in Edo State to travel to Lagos. So when we got to the park, it was a late bus. So the time they said the bus was going to leave Edo State to Lagos, it was getting late because the passenger didn't fill the bus on time. We ended up spend more time in Edo State at the park waiting for passengers. You know, those buses, they just do not want to go without full passengers. Sometimes even if they want to go, at least they need to have maximum passengers in that bus. So we waited, we spent some time. It was getting late and the journey was supposed to be between afternoon, evening time. We ended up on that journey, it was like a night journey because the passenger, we didn't leave Edo State on time. What am I saying? The driver that was supposed to drive the bus, original driver that was assigned to drive the bus from Edo to Lagos State, because it was getting late. This is where I'm going now, listen up. Because it was getting late, the driver that was assigned to drive the bus, the management in that park said, no, this journey is getting late. We need an expert to drive this bus. Somebody who is very good at driving in the night to drive this bus. So we're inside the bus because we know the driver. This was the person who was going to drive. He was there. So this person now, whom they said he was going to drive the bus, that he's very good driving at night, is expert when it comes to this park. Is expert. He was not on duty. He was not on duty. He was not in the park. They have to call him. Please come. We need you to drive this bus to Lagos this night. Why? Because trust. They trusted him. He's the only one that can drive in that night journey as a then. He has experience in driving in the night. He has done it many times. He has experience. They have to call him to drive the bus drive the bus that night. And the bus was like chachara bus, new bus, because the packaging, the nylon they used to package the seat, some of the nylon were still there. The bus was kind of new. So when this driver got on the steering, as he got on the steering, we left Edo State to Lagos. If we get past you on the road, you can never meet us again. Once the driver overtake you on the road, you not feel overtake the driver again. You know, at some point when you are driving, especially this Lagos Ibadan Expressway, when you are driving Lagos to Benin, it's like a competition. You overtake this one, at some point the person will meet you again, overtake you. This journey, once we overtake you, this driver overtake you, they not born you well, make you come meet them for road again, overtake them. That was how we drive smoothly to Lagos State at that time. When we got to Lagos, everybody in the bus, do you know what? We give kudos to the driver. If I mention the name of the driver, mention the name of the park and the year this happened, if anybody is still working in that park will remember what I'm saying. I'm not doing that fight for them. Everybody in the bus, they say kudos to you, driver, thank you very much. This is Peter Obi. They went to look for him when things are bad. We needed somebody to do this, to do that, to solve this problem. Is Peter Obi. They look for him. He never wanted to, but because of the trust, because of who he is, because of competent character, he's a star boy now. Even now, PDP is calling him to come back to PDP. It's just that Atiku, he just like to be a president is just like his birthright. He must be. Not because Atiku has anything to do or has anything. Atiku is a Tinubu's promise. Put it that way. Atiku is only coming to recover the money that he has wasted. 1, 2, 3, 4. If Atiku contests this time, will be 5th time or 4th times. So he's only coming to recover the money, just like Tinubu did. So think about it. Peter Obi, like it or not, Peter Obi is still number one. I have not seen anybody who is like him or better than him. You can say somebody who is mostly like him, not better than him. They know Peter Obi, what he can do. That's why now Peter Obi is a threat to them. That is just the explanation I will give you. Whether they like it or not, if they like giving the chances to actually to perform his magic or not, Peter Obi is still number one. He has nothing to lose. Nigerians have a lot to lose by not giving him chance to rescue this country. Please, what do you think? Share this video and follow for more.